sharing their stories with us. And the common term to describe all of them is resilience.
Week News anchor Taylor Wirtz spent time with an Englewood woman who suffered extreme loss. But even after the blows, she hasn't given up.
When we first introduced you to Colleen Schilinski, days after Ian had ripped apart her mobile home in Englewood, her story touched so many.
You just try not to think about the situation, but what's going to happen.
Her husband, Bill, had been battling non-Hodgkin's lymphoma for years.
2 weeks before the hurricanes when we found out he needed hospice.
Despite their situation, the hurricane did not spare them.
I just started screaming and ran up to it. Just couldn't believe it. Our roof was ripped right off and everything just about that was in there was blown away. It looked like a wrecking ball just was swinging back and forth.
And when we met them, they were living in what was left of their home.
There's a big change since the last time you were here. We were living in that little shack our neighbors put up for us. When we bought that place, the only thing that we were really happy about was we would never have to move again.
Now 1 year after Ian, Colleen is living in a FEMA trailer after saying goodbye to Bill in May.
And he died on May 21st. In the bedroom back there, he died in my arms. Hardest day of my life. But the last thing he said to me, look at me, he says, I can tell that you love me. He said, I can see it in your eyes.
She says every day is a battle.
For me, it'll never be back to normal. I lost everything, my home, my husband, my belongings. It'll never be the same.
And as she's trying to move on, she's still looking for somewhere permanent to live in the midst of rising rent prices.
We had a place we could live and we'll die here. And look at me now.
And Colleen's dealing with damage she says the contractor who removed her mobile home left behind.
There's a lot of stuff to pick up. There's a lot of roots that need to be cut. I can't run my mower through any of that.
She's looking forward to the day she can smile again, literally, as she lost her dentures in the storm.
Oh my God, I would be so happy to have teeth again and smile. I can pay some, but I need help so I can get out and have confidence.
Colleen misses Bill daily, but she told me she's trying to keep going with her life as he wanted her to.
Yeah, he wanted to make sure I was okay. And he wrote me a letter saying that. He just wanted me to be happy and move on.
Taylor Wirtz, Wink News.
Can you imagine how difficult that must be? We pray for you. We hope that you find happiness because she has gone through a really rough time.
And people in our community always step up to help, and maybe now that we've heard the story again, people will step up and be able to help her a little bit because that's what it's all about at this point after what we've been through.
Absolutely.